When spring arrives in Canada, my to-do list grows because I have to do all this other work outside when the snow melts. Here are some yard work tips for you. We'll call this one Yard Work for Dummies. Tip number 1, sun protection. Make sure you do this 15 minutes before you go outside. I don't want to get any more sun damage. I have a ton of weeds to get rid of. Here is a recipe for a cheap and easy 3-ingredient weed killer that is also pet friendly. Here are the items you need. Table salt, 1 cup, 1 gallon of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of dish soap, and a pressure sprayer. What I love about this recipe is that you're not putting any harsh chemicals in your yard, so your pets are safe, also your kids. Better for the environment too. What a silly name for a pressure sprayer. Power Fist! Oh! So the vinegar and salt will dry out the plant. You have to let it sit for about 48 hours before you see the weeds start to, like it's dying, like this. I think this is after 24 hours. As you can see here, it didn't get it all, but it does look a lot better. If this doesn't work, you can always use boiling water. Then you have to use your elbow grease and lower back power to pull what is remaining to get rid of it and put it in your compost. Don't forget to stretch so you don't get sore. If you still can't get it out, if it's in a tough area like rocks, get a kitchen knife, an old kitchen knife, and stick it right in the ground beside the weed to let the root loose so it doesn't come back. Now, doesn't that look a lot better? Sometimes it's just easier just to pull them out of the ground. This is another reason why I haven't posted a YouTube video in a while. I've been too busy pulling weeds. Carry around a pail with you so you can pick up things like compost or garbage as you're weeding. And yet more weeds in the garden. I have to get it ready to plant some seeds. Place stepping stones so it makes it easier for watering and weeding. Pay attention to the grade on your house. Topsoil can be added. Make sure you take lots of breaks and drink lots of water while you're working hard in the yard. Now, I love having these bunnies lay in my front yard, but I don't like what they have done to my grafted maple tree. Now, I have a solution for this to protect the tree and still allow the bunnies to lay on my front lawn. I'm going to remove the branches that are dead and not looking very healthy, right above where I see new growth. I'm going to plant some seeds and sprinkle them and put some gardening soil on top, and then chicken wire with some stakes. I've also been told to plant clover below the tree to give it nitrogen, which helps the tree grow. Also, bone meal, I believe it's called. Man, I wish these things came with instructions. Don't be like Sideshow Bob. Make sure your tools are set aside safely. Make sure if there's no rain in the forecast to water your plants very well. And now it's time to put a shed together all by myself. The instruction manual said that it should take 2 people 3 hours to put this together. When you're by yourself, it takes 3 days. Not everything comes with an instruction manual, so when it does, be sure to read it. It'll make the job go by a lot smoother. Be sure to stretch and take a lot of breaks when you're bending over onto the ground to try and put these screws in. Man, I gotta work out. I should have put a sheet or a tarp down on the ground so when you drop a screw it doesn't get lost in the rocks. I found a magnet very handy to pick up the loose screws. Know when to call it quits. This was enough for day 1. We'll start again more tomorrow. And it's time to raise the roof. The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. I think it's coming together quite nicely. And time to clean up for day 2 and start again the next day. Now for the finishing touches. Put the door together so you can close it and lock up the bikes. So I hope that you find at least one of these tips to be handy for you while you're working in your yard, or you can just hire someone to do the work for you. Please check out my house stuff playlist, and thanks for watching.